Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm doing another challenge for the Artful Craft Junk Journaling group. But you know, anyone's welcome to share in the video, of course. We're starting out the month of June. I've changed my themes. I like to do a theme or concept for the month so we can explore different ways of doing different things, and it kind of helps me build up my stash in a certain area. But I've changed my idea. My idea is like 3 times for the theme for this month, but I've decided to do paper clips because I have like 2 paper clips. That's it. And I'm not sure if they work with the current journal that much. So I'm going to do hidden paper clip, but I want to do one that's a tag shape on top. So if you haven't seen hidden paper clips, these ones are fabric ones, which I can demo that sometime, but it's actually pretty easy. But the paper clips have a little paper inside here with a paper clip on the outside of it, and then you basically make a new covering that's larger that will kind of disguise all of that, so that you can put this on. And it can be oriented vertical or horizontal, doesn't really matter. But like this was a fabric example. I just made a fabric collage and glued on top of the interior page. But they're nice because you can see stuff from both sides. This one's pretty thick, even by my standards, but I was doing them for a different purpose. This is a thinner one. When I make fabric ones for books, I typically go a little bit thinner. So this one just has like book text with a paper clip around it, and then I think it has it probably has, oh, I know. I didn't add, no, it probably has a thin piece of cardstock here or something on each side. But on these ones, I just glued I glued the fabric to the outer cardstock bases. These are completely separate. And then I stitched my elements on there, and then I glued them back on the paperclip format. Anyway, I'll show you that part, but there's lots and lots of tutorials on YouTube for hidden paper clips, but I just figured I would share this since I'm doing that, and so that we can kind of do the challenge for this month. It doesn't need to be fabric. This is just what I already have made up. I am actually doing cardstock today. For the ticket shape, I'm going to make a rectangle, and then you take a paper punch and you punch out the corners like you do like a quarter punch to get that rounded shape that you get on a ticket. Okay, that's probably not even. I eyeball everything, I'll just be honest. So that you get the shape, ticket shape on there. My punch is bigger. I don't like the little tiny fussy ones, I guess, but I really need a punch that's a little bit smaller than this, but I think this might be the smallest I have right now. So anyway, I'm just going to make a bigger size ticket so I can use this particular circle punch, but I kind of like bigger and bolder anyway. It makes a more nice thing for the background. So I'm going to need 2 bases. What I'm going to do is I like to have one. I'm going to make the outer edge of the ticket out of a firmer base, and I think I'll use this. I think this is watercolor paper. So I'll make 2 of these. I'm not going to care if they're identically sized. I think someone gave a tip a while back. Oh, I'm going to tell you, I got this out because this was something I'd made earlier. This shows how I can kind of glue it down. It really doesn't matter if it's connected or not. But anyway, I'm going to make a little bit bigger, wider than I would normally, because I've got this big old circle punch here, so that it hopefully will look a little bit more balanced, I guess. So I'll try to cut this. It doesn't need to be exactly in half, because what I was saying is someone had shared a tip a little while back, and I didn't think about that. I normally make the front and back exactly the same size, but they were saying if you make one edge a little bit longer than the other, it's easier to get it on and off the page. So I will try to do that and make these not quite identically sized. Yeah, so there's my 2 bases. I'm going to cover those with cardstock. This one is card, but it's a little bit thinner. So I'm going to use this for the top layer. So what I'll do is trim this down, basically, and I just eyeball everything, of course. I'm going to make this more narrow. Now, I'm going to cut this, and then I want a border on the top and bottom also, because this will be the interior piece that goes in inside this outer shape. And I'm going to forget, I already know this, I'm going to forget which piece goes with which. Nope, I think it needs to be a little bit shorter. Maybe I got it right the first time. I'm going to forget which piece goes with which, so I'm going to number these. Otherwise, I will get them mixed up. Okay, there's that one. So now I'm going to cut the interior piece. I'm going to use this thin paper because I just want junk paper for this anyway. So this one, I want to make sure that it's more narrow than this. Really, it can be a lot more narrow. It really doesn't matter. It's just going to be, it needs to be enough to cover the paper clip in a little bit. I'll just eyeball it. Anyway, okay. All right, there's that. I'll fold one here. Put a paper clip on. I'm going to trim this side down. And then I'll put this paper clip on. So this is the interior piece. And then we will disguise this with the piece on the outside. And that was why I had this out. Because basically it shows you that once you cover it. Now, let's see. This goes on the top edge of your page. So depending on what type of paper clip you're making, what type of design, if you go more towards the top, this is only going to stick over your page a little bit. If you want something that sticks up cool like a bookmark or as a tab on the outside, because you can also orient them this way, you figure out what you want to do on your book. You can drop this down a little bit lower and then you'll have more sticking out because this much would be sticking out. I probably wouldn't use this. This was for something else, but it was a one-sided design, so I thought I would take that out. Okay, so I want to paper both of these, and then I will punch my circles out. I think my idea was to put... Because here's what I was going to do. I don't know what I'm doing on both sides, but one of these, I want to put one of these mouse stickers. I think they're going to be opaque, but I don't know for sure. I'm going to try one on the text. If it doesn't work out, then I'll make another one. Or choose a different background and use a different sticker. So I'll cover this up. Oh, and then I'm going to edge these. My good old-fashioned gathered twigs. I'm going to have to break down and buy some more. I've been using this, I don't know, for a year. I've done a lot of edging. It's my go-to color, I guess. I'm going to decorate this before I glue it down to the other one in case the mouse doesn't work out. I'll have to edge it again after I get my circles cut out, but okay, there's that. And then, okay, these are the twos. I want to do the twos together so I don't get confused. And then I'm going to take this digital I have. Not much is going to show anyway. I like these gray-blue lines, I guess. I don't know where I'm cutting. I don't want to go through the flowers, so I'll just make that line so that I know not to go over that. Okay, yeah, so I just get the edges there. Okay, I'll edge this. Alright. Whoops, I got caught on something. Okay, now I'm going to cut my little quarter circles out. I never get these perfectly even. I just do the best I can. Basically, all I have to do is make the point go in the center of the circle. I don't know if I got it, but Oh, that looks bigger than I thought it was going to. Maybe I should have did less. If I don't like it, I'll cut a new one. I don't like it. Normally, if you're doing a smaller one, you do a whole quarter punch. On these, it's... Oh, I know how to fix it. It's not awesome. Instead, I might just trim the bottom off and see what happens. I might be able to... I always... This is how I roll. I end up trying to find other ways to fix my bad mistakes. I feel like those are way too deep. So I'm going to try to trim this. If this doesn't work, I'll just cut a new one. I still don't like it. I might have to find my smaller punch. Let me practice on this side because I already messed it up anyway. Oh, I know what I might be able to try. Did not. Come on, punch. All right, I want to save this piece. All right, I think that looks more natural. What I was thinking is maybe instead... This is brown. Maybe I can try this. What I was thinking, so that I can get them more even, is I will save this punch and then trace around it so that I can sort of see where my semicircle should be going. I'll just need to go on the inside of that line. This will be my practice one. I'll redo another piece for this. Oh, yeah. So then I can line it up and just move it slightly inside, and that should give me at least somewhat even. I guess it's that side. Yeah. Okay. All right, I'll try that. I'm going to cut a new piece. Now I want to try my mouse sticker. Oh, let me think about it. How big? I'm really wanting that one with the wheelbarrow. I'm really drawn. I can either do this one with the wheelbarrow, strawberry. Oh, this one's cute, but he don't have a strawberry, I guess, so. I don't think he'll fit. Okay, I can't use him because he's not going to fit on there. I'll take this. I might put a strawberry on the ground underneath him. I'll see how much space I got. But first, I want to take this off. Oh, I think he's going to work. Okay. I want a bone folder. This is kind of a super glossy one, so I might go over it with either matte medium or a piece of tissue or something. Or I could actually hit it with matte spray too. I might do that. It's probably easier for this particular application. Okay. I'll use this little tiny one. I don't know. I'm going to practice on this. I was thinking about smearing a little bit of paint over this thing. This is a thicker paint, so I don't know if this is a good idea. Maybe the white gesso. My white gesso is on the thinner side. So it turns out... Oh, I'm off camera again, I guess. I tried this unbleached titanium, but... Oh. I do have a brayer. Oops. Technically, I should have did this first, but I think I'm just trying to soften it a little bit. Oh, you can see a little bit of text through the mouse hairs. That's cute. I think I should have did this first, but I was wanting to make sure my sticker was going to work, I guess. Okay. That's always my problem, is knowing when to stop. Oh, I'm off camera again. Okay, I know what I think I would like to do. That's already dry. So I was thinking about going back over with this. Oh. It actually does knock it back, but what I was thinking, and I hope I'm not sorry for this. Sometimes I like to do this and then mist it lightly with water so that I get the oxidation. I do like the effect. I think it helped a little bit. It knocked it back in some places, and then I got some modeling, which made it look a little bit better. Okay. Did I edge that side? I can't tell. Okay. All right, that side's done. I mean, not the whole side. Oh. Now I'll trace these and punch these circles out. All right, I'll do that. I'm going to glue this down. Now on this one, I like to see which way the text is showing. There's only a little bit of text, and maybe none will show, but if I see it and it's not oriented to, oh my gosh, that is so cute. Oh, I'm off camera. Let me move this up. Okay, I like it. Trick is to get it kind of slid where you want it, to get it kind of somewhat even. All right, we'll just go with whatever I got here. Okay. All right, I'll worry about getting the shine off of these later, but that part is done. Other than that, I'm going to cover this. I'm going to cover the back of this with the same background paper here. Of course, if you have ticket, or it doesn't even have to be a ticket, it could be any kind of fun shape. These are basically nested rectangles. So you can use frames, you can use die cuts. I don't think I have any ticket die cuts. Oh, I might. I bought some new tag shapes that would probably be good for this kind of thing. At least I'm calling them tag shapes. They call them something else. They call them fancy labels or something. Oh, I think on the other side, I was going to try some, instead of the book text, which that page of book text is almost gone anyway. I think I'm going to take some coffee stained lace paper. I wish could say I made it myself, but I bought it. I haven't learned how to lace dye paper yet, but it's on my list to try, hopefully within the next few weeks. Because I had a huge stash of coffee dyed paper from my first experimentation, which I've only been junk journaling for like a couple years. Maybe it's more than 2, I guess, 3 or 4, but I was making like 75 books or something, smaller books for an event that got canceled. So I've been using off of that stash the entire time. So I've learned a little bit since then. So I'm going to try to coffee dye some more paper here soon so I can get that little stash built back up. All right, time for more paper missiles. Okay, this one I was going to try with the coffee dye. Now, I may have to, oh, I do have some stuff I got. I may have to pause and fussy cut some stuff out or something for this. Because I knew I wanted to use the mouse stickers on one side, but I don't have a fully formed plan on this one. Okay. I want to figure this part out because I don't want to punch the corners out. Ooh, what a mess. In case. Oh, I really wanted these big flowers on here, though. Now, this is going to be my trick. Because I like to collage multiple elements, but I really could just use one of these and be done with it. I'm not favoring fussy cutting something that detailed out at this time. I don't want to cut this part out, so I wonder if I can just if I can just darken it with this brown Stabilo so I don't have to cut that detail stuff out. Okay, I'll cut this out off camera and I'll be right back. I think I'm going to do this and probably one of these strawberries in the corner over here. Okay, I got some stamps out too, which, oh, you can't see it, it's off screen. I'm zoomed in kind of close with my camera today. I'm gonna try this. Okay, I fussy cut these out. I don't know if I'll use all 3 elements or not, but I'm gonna try to, I want to rubber stamp a little bit on the background. Oh, here it is. So I got this, and then I got this rubber stamp, which you can't see right now because there's no ink on it. But, and I'm using Barn Door Red Distress ink. It looks like this is normal distress ink. I'll bet you I've used this exactly 1 time. I don't use the colored ones very often. But I'm going to try it. I did a test run on the other lace paper and it looked decent. So hopefully I'll get similar results on here. So I'm going to do that and then maybe just another little small piece on the side or something. Ooh, I got a lot of ink on there. Hope I don't transfer all that. Okay, I'll go with that. Yeah, I'm going to glue these down first and then cut the little semicircles because I don't know where I'm going to be gluing, basically. Oh, okay. So I'm probably going to go like this. I'll glue that down. Actually, I want to look at this first and see. Does it look okay that way? Or maybe I should just edge it slightly. I just like a little bit of definition to things. All right. Foam folder is MIA again. Oh, here it is. Okay. And then I'll trim this little piece off. Okay. All right. Then my strawberries. I think just one strawberry now because I've got this other stuff going on. So I'll just do one strawberry. Okay. Yeah, I got some, I'm gonna have to put some glue in here. I can tell this is slightly warped and this is making this piece here stick up under here. Okay. All right, ready to glue down. I found my paperclip base. So now I will glue these two things down. I'm still concerned that this might not hold because they're very stiff. I think I will have to definitely line the toe of these top up like this because of the cutouts, because I don't want it to be like this when you look at it on the page. I'm thinking I think it's going to gap, so I think what I might do is glue this down after I get that set. Oh, I gotta think about this. Because usually what I do is I start by gluing down one side and make sure I get it good and solid. Then I come in, what I do, I do need some cardstock, maybe this. Because here's what I do. I don't want glue seeping inside of this, so I usually put a piece of cardstock in here, and then I jiggle it around a little bit to make sure I'm not gluing something, you know, I don't have glue underneath there. Because what I'm thinking, I think it's going to gap at the top no matter what I do. So I'm thinking I'm going to lower this a little bit like this. Glue this down. I'm really just gluing this. This is to keep the thing from gluing itself shut. Because I'm probably going to use this heavier white glue for this because this is heavier cardstock. And then I'll clamp it, glue this down, and then clamp it, let it dry. And then I will come back in and glue the other side down. And then I'm expecting this, honestly, I'm expecting this to not hold. Because these are much stiffer than I was anticipating. So I think what I will end up doing is, and the reason I want to drop it down is because then I have the option to put like an eyelet in here. I don't want to stitch right now because I don't have the right color thread in my machine. So I'm thinking about putting it, oh yes, I'll put an eyelet in here, which will clamp these two pieces together to hold them solid. The rest will be held like this. And then, no I don't, I want to stitch this first. I'll just stitch it because I'm going to put, I have turquoise thread in the machine and I think it's fine. I'll just edge, I'm going to go around and edge this whole thing and edge this whole thing. That's what I'll do. And then I can stitch across the top after that. But I'll do it after this is glued in. And I'll make sure that I'm well above the paper clip. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, these are stitched now. So I just went inside here. It's just a really light turquoise or mint color, I guess. But I like to take the bone folder and smash these lines down inside because when you go through cardstock or paper, it kind of, it doesn't recover like fabric does and close the holes up again. So this kind of flattens it out so things don't get hung up on it. And I just like the way it looks and feels better. So I'll do this side here. There's a little bit of loose stuff there, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be glued or stitched down anyway. Well, glued for sure, but okay. All right, now I will put this in. So it looks like the short side is the big strawberry side. Okay. I'm going to glue this down now. Actually, I want to glue this side first. It's got this curled up edge, and I want to get that dealt with. So, oh, need to make sure I'm on camera here. I just put a good amount of glue inside there, and then kind of make sure I get around the edges. I probably can use Fabri-Tac, but I like to make sure things are really good on these, so I usually have been using this. I don't know, I call it felt glue. It's, oh, quick dry tacky glue. There was one I had at one time that was called felt glue that was specifically for gluing felt. And I think it's pretty much the same formula. Okay, so I just glue this down in here. I'm going to press that down, but I don't want to press too hard yet because I want to get this in here. Because odds are high that I will have some seepage on the edges. And it looks like I might already have done that. Yeah, so I'll do that, and then, like, I can sort of feel under here, I got a little bit of buckle, so I'll just take the, around the paper clip. Of course, in the paper clip, you're going to have stuff anyway. Okay. All right. Whoop, okay. I pulled on that, and it started pulling this away. Okay, let's do this first, I guess. I think I got it down good enough, though, so that this... it might be okay. Alright. Now I'm going to put more glue on top of this and then sandwich the other one on top. I'll put my cardstock back in there, though. I want to smear that around because I also don't want it to glue down off of the edge of this thing. Okay. Okay. So I'll do this. Now I want to line the tops up here because that's the part that I want to stay together. I didn't put any. Oh, see what I did? They're not even. So I need to take that off for a second. This is the part that needs inked because it looks like they're not going to match up on this side. Because I didn't get the holes lined up. One side, it's weird. One side looks like it's good. The other side looks like it's not. I wonder if I can still fix it. Oops, let me flip this back up. I'm probably going to have to reglue that. It's just that I'm looking at this and it's not really matching up the way I want it. I don't know if I can fix this or not. Okay. That's the side I cut. This is not the way you're supposed to do it. I just dropped it. Alright, I'm just going to lay it on and see what I got. Oh, this whole thing slid. I better move this. Oh, did I already get it messed up? Oh, never mind. That's my cardstock. Okay. That is upside down. Oh, I bet you... No, I guess I never tested to see if these were lined up right before I did this. So that will fit into the lessons learned category for me. All right. I'm going to do this the other way. I'm going to glue it and then trim because I think that's all I can do. I tried to kind of punch it and get it straightened out and I couldn't do it. Let me take this off and add more glue. Right now I'm going to clamp these because I want this to get really glued good. I got stuff oh, this part doesn't matter if it shows because it's going to be on the page. The top part's going to show through the other side though, so that's the part I would like to get fixed. Okay, I think this is good enough, but I want to clamp these sides and see if I can get this to adhere good. I feel like I need 2 of these though. Alright. I'm just going to borrow this one. Alright. Oh, that part doesn't matter anyway. Okay. So now I'll let it dry this way. Oh, let me get my cat back on this. What I want to do is take the scissors and just carefully trim this. Because this part is going to show. Because it's going to be at the top. There's probably a better way to do this. I mean, die cut would probably be the most ideal because then you have identical sizes, but I just like figuring things out, I guess. Okay. this one is a little bit off. Okay. All right. It's a little bit less perfect, but I'm going to glue this. All right. Now, you can't see in here, but I can. There's a couple little corner edges sticking up, so I'm just using the bone folder to smooth those down. Oh, there we go. Which, what I did before and I forgot is I usually round the corners off before I, on the interior piece that has the paper clip on it. That usually fixes that so that I don't get those little tiny corners sticking up. Okay. This will probably hold, but I don't like the gap here. So I'm going to... I'll just use eyelets. I'm going to put 2 eyelets. I think one here, and that will keep the top clamp down so that it'll be one piece. It's okay that it gaps in here because that's where it's going to be on the page anyway. And then it'll go like this. Or I could go... I'm trying to feel where my paper clip is. I think the top is right here. Yeah, I'll just run 2 eyelets in there. Anyway, I'll do that off camera, and then I will take a picture and post at the beginning or end of this video. Anyway, I did this shape for the more simple way. If you haven't tried these before, is you just take your cardstock or paper or whatever you're using, and you can fold it in half, decorate this side, and then glue it over that. That's the simple method. I wanted to do the tickets, which are a more complicated approach, and I couldn't find my sample, but I have to reinvent it every time I do it because I can never remember exactly how I did it the first time. I will not do super stiff cardstock like watercolor paper again. That might end up being a problem, but it should be good enough, I guess. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me, and I hope you guys give it a try and post in the group. Thank you so much.